So guys, when it comes to making a decision as to where you want to go, and when it comes to coming to the UK, there's a lot you've got to think about that I've noticed that people don't talk about. And so that's why I'm going to talk about it. And I think it's so important that you guys watch this video before you get on that plane or before you even embark on this journey of, yeah, I'm going to the UK and stuff like that. Because, there is so much that you need to know before you come to the UK. So that's why I'm here to let you know. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Nurse Nyambuch, and I'm an overseas nurse working and living in the UK. So coming to the UK for a lot of us is a dream, We get so excited. It's a different way of life. It means so much more opportunities for us than we've had where we were. Yeah, so I think a lot of us are so excited and stuff like that. And I'm not here to come and crush that dream and bring them all down and stuff like that and tell you that the UK is the worst place to be, because it's not. It has lots of great things. It offers lots of great opportunities for us international nurses or anybody that is coming here. However, there are things you should know before you come here. And this is not to deter you from it, because like I said, there's so many benefits. But I think it's so important to discuss these things. The first thing that I would discuss is when you are making that application to come to the UK and you are in that process, just as how hard it was, to go through the IELTS or the English test and all the OSCE, or not OSCE, the CBT, anything that you've gone through to that point, just as hard it was, life in the UK is not going to be a breeze. So as soon as you step foot and you are on UK land or you are here, your worries, your problems from wherever are not going to be gone. Yeah, just to let you know that. And, life won't be easy. You are going to be working so hard here. And that's just the reality. Nursing here may be different from back home. It may be working conditions. It may be better. Maybe you might feel, some people even say, you know what, we worked long hours at home, or we did, we had limited resources, all this. However, 12-hour shift here is very difficult. And I feel like I'm more tired doing a 12-hour shift here. So just keep that stuff in mind. Guys, work here is good. Pay is not the best, but we know that. And you guys already also have established that maybe the pay is better than what you were getting back home. And that's all right. However, living here as a family is also very difficult. So when you come to the UK, just make sure you've got your hat on that you're going to be strong for 3 years. You're going to push for 3 years until, say, you get your indefinite leave to remain, or however long it takes to get that. You're going to work so hard because you want your family here. Because all of this stuff, living here in the UK on your own is very, very difficult. It's very hard on the mind, especially when you don't know anybody at first. And that's why a lot of us tend to bring our families, because that's what the next step is. Life is a little bit better when you have family around and stuff like that. But just remember, when you start to consider to bring your family, you've got to consider the finances of it, which means you might have to work a little bit harder. Which means if your partner does come, you and your partner both will most likely need to work. On a nursing salary here, it's very difficult to just the nursing salary alone to maintain, sustain, feed, house, everything. A whole family of 3, a family of 4, it's very difficult. And I see a lot of people struggling. I see a lot of people, it's shift work with their partners. One comes home, especially with children. One comes home, the next goes to work. And they just say hi and bye. And that might have to be the reality for a little bit, because it's just so hard. Shifts are not that easy. People, employers might make, work with your schedule a little bit, but you both probably will have to work. So just remember, when you come to the UK, you won't be sitting around. Your partner won't be sitting around and stuff like that. Of course, when they can't work, that you might have to do that. And you will probably have to work hard, but the cost of living is not easy here. And so those are the things I want to discuss with you guys before you come here and have that mindset. Know that you might have to work a little bit longer or a little bit harder and stuff like that, just to make sure you are making ends meet. And you know what? Taxes, they come slap you right in the face. You can work so hard, you get taxed. That's just it. And it's so emotional because you're just like, how am I putting all this effort into it? And then it just all gets wiped out. There are restrictions. Remember, you're going to have restrictions as to how many hours you can work per week. Extra shifts on top. You're going to have a restriction on how many hours, or you're going to have a contract on how many hours you have to maintain per week or per month and all that stuff. You're going to want to figure out other ways to make a different source of income and stuff like that. But you've got to make sure it's all legal, because if you want to get that indefinite leave to remain, you do not want to piss off the Home Office. You do not want to piss off these people that are going to be giving you that indefinite leave to remain in 3, 4, 5 years time, however long it's going to take. Yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and just let you know the reality. The reality is people here come to the UK. Yes, they've made it and all that stuff, but life hasn't gone a lot easier. It may have gotten easier in the work conditions and, you know, in that kind of perspective, but they are still working very hard. So make sure you come in that. If you come in the mindset thinking, yeah, I'm going to be in the UK and that's it, that's all, job done, you're going to struggle. And, you know, and when you come into the UK, you've got to have a place for your family. You've got to have food on the table. You've got to have all these things. Kids go to school, school uniforms, blah, 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 if you start to bring all of this. When you come here as a single person, you might be rich for the first little bit. And you'll be like, what? This is great. I'm feeling myself. And then taxation comes and slaps you right in the face, takes it all, not all of it, basically all of it. And then reality hits, and this is what you're getting. So guys, it's a beautiful journey. There's so many opportunities to do. There is so many things to see and stuff like that. However, just remember that, you know, things can be difficult. And just remember, you are resilient. You've made it this far. You've gone through all the testings, or you're going to go through all the testings because you have a goal. You have a dream. You have plans. So if those are all fit into the criteria of what you need, then you keep pushing. And when you get here, you're going to keep pushing as well. And there are ways. You can bring your in-laws, you can bring your family, you know, to come and help you and stuff like that. Again, there are limitations to it, but there are ways. But just remember, that's all I'm telling you. It's going to be hard for now, for the first little bit. But if anybody can do it, it's you, and you're going to kill it. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you next time.